Man United overhaul. Why they sacked 4 executives in the last 6 months.
So,
Oh yeah. Board members too.
the big dogs.
The real big dogs.
Man.
1st of May 2024, Man United's new owner, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, sent a shocking email to all employees. This is a disgrace. Not happy.
Strong words.
Strong words. This was a week before United losing to Crystal Palace 4-0.
Which is ugly.
Which is a disgrace in its own
This
right.
is ugly.
It wasn't about the pitch he was unhappy about.
No.
It was off the pitch.
Okay.
Man United IT department.
Actual footage?
No, sorry. This is an image.
not actual image.
It's just an image. Apparently Wi-Fi goes down often at Man United HQ.
I mean, it's reassuring that such a big company and global name has that sort of problem too.
Yeah, exactly.
I have that problem.
Yeah.
I'm a punter.
Five-man shop. This is actually email. I had a good tour around some of the facilities. I'm afraid I was struck in many places by a high degree of untidiness. In particular, the IT department, which frankly was a disgrace.
It's got to be pretty bad to go out of your way to identify that.
And said it to every employee. 1,000 of them. And the dressing rooms of under 18s, under 21s were not much better. These standards would not come close to what we would expect at Ineos, his main company. It's a small thing in many ways, but unless an organisation has standards and discipline, it will not succeed. Just not good enough.
Makes sense.
That's the standard. And look, it shows on the pitch. They haven't been performing for the last 10 years.
No, that's true.
So in this video, I'd want to talk about what Sir Ratcliffe has been up to since he purchased Man United in January. So quick overview. January, Sir Ratcliffe's manifestation. 2, inside major executive shake-up. How it looks now and how it looked previously. 3, potential squad shake-up. What's going to happen to head coach Ten Hag? 4, financial situation. What changes is he going to make? And 5, message to the supporters. What's going to happen to Old Trafford, which is also in a pretty shocking status. Quick profile on Sir Jim Ratcliffe. 1952, born in Manchester.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Local boy.
Yeah, that's good.
Age 71. In 1992, he founded Inspec, a chemical trading company. In 1998, he founded Ineos, purchased 10 companies including Inspec. In 2022, Ineos has 26,000 employees, annual revenue of 20 billion euro. 2023, he was named richest man in UK by Forbes, net worth 19.6 billion.
Actual richest.
Actual richest man in UK. Self-made millionaire.
Billionaire, mate.
Billionaire, sorry. His dad worked in a factory.
Far out.
Now his net worth, $19.6 billion, on par with these
Right
guys.
up there.
Right
Second.
up there.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Self-made, on par with the Oil Brothers. Number 2, man. Number 2.
He could really make a change.
You'd think he knows a thing or two about business.
Yeah.
He enjoys his sports as well. He recently ran London Marathon and recorded his personal best, 4 hours, 30 minutes and 52 seconds.
Oh, that's genuinely not bad. Well, if you're 71 years old,
Yeah.
let me tell you. I mean, at 35, I could run 3.5 hours, but that's double and a bit of the age.
It's pretty impressive. Really impressive.
I'll give him one of those.
And Ineos, they've been really active in sports recently.
Oh yeah.
2018, they purchased Ineos Britannia, America's Cup. 2019, purchased Ineos Grenadier Cycling.
That was Sky.
Yeah, that was Sky. Yeah.
That's right. It's the big dogs in cycling.
2019, they purchased OGC Nice, a French football team.
Oh yeah.
2020, they purchased part of Mercedes-AMG Petronas, an F1 team.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I've seen Ineos all over the merch.
Yeah. The sponsorship, right?
Yeah.
So 26th of December 2023, Ineos purchased 27% of Man United for £1.3 billion. So they purchased on the 26th of December. Jim, he's been busy. On January 15th, he had a meeting with United Supporters Trust. 24th, he did a speech to all Man United employees. And 21st of February, he met with 13 journalists and just spoke about his vision and how he's going to make it happen. It's really good that he spoke to the fans first. Most owners don't do that, full stop.
No, that's true.
What he said with the journalists, there's no second. This is the kind of mentality we want to instill at Old Trafford. In medium term, only winning will suffice.
Ten Hag wouldn't have liked that.
They're currently 8th, not even 2nd. Glazers focused on revenue. They thought increasing revenue will lead to success on the pitch, but I think that is flawed. Football will drive the club, this is clear. success on the pitch will be followed by increase in revenue. I mean, you'd think this is obvious.
Seems pretty obvious.
As a sporting organisation, not for the Glazers.
I mean, I assume that that's because the Glazers went, well, if we make mad cash, then we can just buy better players.
Yeah. We're going to invest
And then it will,
on the pitch.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to get
So
success.
I don't think it's just, there's no logic to it.
No, you're right. It's chicken or the egg situation.
Yeah.
But sporting organisation, sport comes first.
Yeah.
Don't rush at it. Populate all the key roles with people who are the best in class.
Yeah.
10 out of 10s. Create this environment which is driven and competitive. It is going to be intense at times, but equally it needs to have warmth and friendliness and be a supportive structure. If you get those three things right, then you have to believe results will follow. Pretty simple, really.
Yeah.
Hard to pull off.
It's a whole different story. Theory is easy.
Theory is always easy. Also, this is his manifestation. Only winning.
Yeah.
Football first.
Yeah.
10 out of 10s. Create competitive yet supportive environment. Simple formula.
Let's do it.
We got some words from an insider.
Oh, Toto.
Toto, mate.
There he is.
Ineos is no bullshit organisation.
He loves no bullshit, Toto.
Oh, does he?
Oh, it's his favourite.
It seems like one.
Mate, he loves no bullshit. He must say no bullshit regularly in his interviews.
In this article, he said it twice.
Oh, yeah, doesn't surprise me.
They make decisions fast. 3 points on a paper. Here we go. Jim gets rid of all bullshit.
Yeah. So Toto.
He loves it.
That quote, yeah.
Jim Ratcliffe, up to no bullshit. This is what he does.
Okay.
So this is the Man United organisation chart at the start of 23-24. You have board of directors, Joel Glazer, Richard Arnold, CEO, Cliff Batty, CFO, Patrick Stewart, a legal counsel. Then you have John Murtoft as director of football, the first team coach, transfer team under him. Basically, they've run this operation for the last 3-4 years.
Same people.
Yeah, I mean, different coach, but John Murtoft has been the key football person.
Yeah.
It's a big board of directors. I think there's 13 of them. Not a single football person.
Oh, big natch.
They have Rothschild. They have a Rothschild in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I think head of Gucci, branding, business, money, all there, except for football.
No sport.
No one knows about football. This was their formation.
Beginning of the season.
Beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Firstly, November 2023, CEO Richie Arnold resigns. I think he left because he knew he was going to be sacked by Ineos.
Right. Yeah, because they would have been deep.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Is 27% most significant shareholder though?
So apparently what the deal was, he gets 27, but Jim gets to make all football decisions.
And then he came out and said, oh, by the way, all decisions are based on sport.
Yeah. He's cool. He's cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Then I don't know for what reason, but the legal guy becomes the interim CEO.
Oh, yeah. That's not that unheard of, though.
Right, just the interim.
Yeah, because you are already on top of 100% of the business.
Right. Then in January, Ineos board members join. John Rees and Rob Nevin. Rees is a part owner of Ineos. He has an accounting background. And Nevin is a president of Ineos Sports. Oh, then the big one. 25th of January, Man City COO Barada headhunted to become the CEO.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Little 10 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Oh, the Don's gardening league, yeah, of course.
Yeah, gardening league,
it's so
6 months.
big. Whenever there's a direct competitive poach, it's always the best.
That's big.
Yeah, that's
This
big.
is huge. Man City, there's the owner, there's the CEO, Soren Soliano. This guy used to be former Barcelona executive. In fact, Barada was a former Barcelona executive as well. But he is literally number 2.
Yeah. It's no Figo going from Barca to Real.
It's not, but
It's right up there.
it's right up
On the
there.
business side of things, this is
True.
as big as it gets.
I mean, Figo was a CEO. So but yeah, in the executive room, this is as big as it gets.
although stealing Pep, that would be
That
would be the next big thing.
Well, you're right. Yeah. But mate, big move. Barada risking a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
No, he can't drive down the street anymore.
Oh.
On one side of the road, at least.
Big move. So they filled this hole pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And they must have been already negotiating with Barada way before they made the purchase. 2 weeks later, 10th of February, Newcastle football director Ashworth joins.
Right.
This is big as well. He became famous when he was at Brighton. He bought Mitoma, Caicedo, McAllister. Caicedo was sold for £110 million to Chelsea.
Bought for?
Bought for 3.
Oh, that's great making money.
Made 100 million, and after 18 months or something.
Oh, wow.
And he got headhunted to Newcastle, built the team that
Did the same thing.
that came fourth. Yeah, he brought Gimalanes, Isak, Botman, Trippier.
He just knows.
He's really, really good.
He just knows.
Really good.
10 out of 10.
He's 10 out of 10.
Okay.
These two, without a doubt, 10 out of 10s.
Right.
So he's on a gardening league as well, but currently fighting legally with Newcastle.
Oh, really?
But these two, already 10 out of 10s.
Yeah. Gone.
Then Murtough, gone.
Gone.
After 11 years at Man United. I think he's really, really capable, but not as head of whatever. So yeah, before United, he was at FA.
Yeah.
And he made the Elite Performance Program, which basically nurtures all teams.
Yeah.
And now England has all these super talents coming out. Bellingham, Sancho, Foden, and let's say he was a key person.
Genuinely knows football.
Yeah, but I think he's good at like developing a program rather than doing deals and making decisions.
Yeah.
They bring another guy, Southampton football director, Wilcox, and he's the former Man City academy director.
Oh.
So I think he knows how to develop
They're
players.
really looking at long-term, medium, long-term stuff here.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10s. So he comes in here as a technical director.
Okay. Wow, so this is a lot already.
Yeah, in 3 months. They purchased in December, but January, February, March,
Yeah.
they brought in 3 10 out of 10s. This was most recent, like a week ago.
Like last week.
Yeah, they announced Beatty and Stewart is going at the end of the season. He got rid of 4 executives from the old regime in 4 months.
They're the actual top of the top.
Yeah, they're it.
But that's the operation.
They're it. They're literally it. And Arnold 17 years, Beatty 7 years, Stewart 18 years, Murtough 11 years at Man United.
Yeah, just need a refresher.
Bam. He made a decision, they're not 10 out of 10.
Clearly, really dressed.
4 months. He came in January. By May, they're all gone.
Well, he makes shit happen. No bullshit.
No bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Ratcliffe. It makes things happen. So the question on everyone's lips: are you next, mate?
Oh yeah.
Erik.
Hourly updates on whether or not he's going to be sacked.
4-0 against Palace. Doesn't help.
Doesn't reek of 10 out of 10, does it?
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
It's most likely not 10 out of 10.
CEO, CFO, legal director,
football
director, coach. I mean, that's the only thing left.
First team coach.
I guess it could be an entire sacking of the board, but probably the others have rights to be there.
Others are basically all
Owners.
his relatives, owners, and everyone else is non-executive directors. So with Ten Hag, so far, they said he's going to continue.
Yeah.
I think they made this announcement in February.
I saw an article recently saying that they're not going to rush a decision on him.
Right, exactly.
Like really recently. They could turn around tomorrow and say, no, we didn't rush it.
So
We're kicking him out next week. We've been thinking about it for 3 months.
The big problem is Dan Ashworth and Barada. They're both on gardening leave.
Oh yeah, they're not here.
Yeah, they're not here yet. So
Yeah.
they don't really have the people to make decision yet.
That's true.
It's really Ashworth's decision. Internally, apparently, there's still split decision. There are reasons to continue with Ten Hag, and there are reasons to sack him. So I see reasons to continue. They think he had no support from the mediocre executives.
Oh yeah, that sort of makes some sense. I
Well,
guess that's
it does.
justifiable.
Yeah, exactly. Like he was working with chumps, really.
He was working with not 10 out of 10.
No, not 10 out of 10. Yeah, exactly.
It really comes
It's like
down to.
he wasn't really given the environment
That's
to
what
shine.
Jim thinks. At least.
Yeah. And secondly, there's no obvious replacement.
Right.
I mean, this is probably bigger. If there was a Pep Guardiola on the market,
Yeah, if Pep was like, oh, hey, oi, chuck me in there. Give me a shot.
mate, Jim would be right up there.
yeah.
10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
But reasons to sack: 8th in Premier League, their worst in Premier League era group.
Oh, is it actually their worst?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's Man United, man. Last in Champions League group stage, club worst record. They've never done that before. 13 losses in Premier League, worst in Premier League era. 55 goals conceded, worst in the Premier League era. And he spent £410 million in 2 seasons.
it's a pretty strong reason to sack someone.
It wasn't like he wasn't backed in the transfer.
No obvious replacement though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a deal breaker. If you can't replace him, then you're still better off having someone.
Well, exactly.
Then no one
If
should.
you're going to bring someone mediocre, you might as well keep your mediocre piece. No obvious replacement. This is the biggest reason, really, if he does continue. But mate, his record.
Is it his fault?
It's definitely his fault. But
Fundamentally, it has to be.
it is. But it's not just him. Apparently, they're talking to Thomas Tuchel. He still coaches at Bayern, but he's going to get the sack. And Gareth Southgate, who leads England national team at the moment, who after Euros is out of contract. But his only club management is Middlesbrough, where he got relegated.
But he's done a particularly good job.
He has. He really has. Finalist at Euros.
Yeah.
Top 4 in World Cup.
I remember when they put him in, I was like, oh, what? But then he's really delivered.
Well, he has. Yeah, true. Jim likes English. He tends to like English people. We'll see. But to be honest, both of them aren't 10 out of 10s. For sure. And in terms of the squad, player squad, apparently the whole squad is on sale. Except for Højlund, Garnacho, Mainu.
Whole squad. What?
No bullshit, mate. No bullshit. He only wants 10 out of 10s.
Just put them all on the transfer list. Just see what you can get.
Yeah, Casemiro, Varane, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Mason Mount.
Well,
they spent a fortune on all of them.
Rashford was an overbuy.
All on sale. I must agree with this, really. Like, Bruno Fernandes, their captain, he's a good player, but you don't want him to lead.
Right.
Nor Rashford.
No.
Like, everyone else, like, they're decent players, but they're not leaders.
Yeah.
And, you know.
To start again. Start again is so big, though.
It is from scratch. I mean, yeah.
Well, and after £430 million spend, or whatever it is, from Ten Hag, you wouldn't want him responsible for buying the players.
No.
So it has to go that way around. Ten Hag first.
Yeah.
Then whoever comes in.
Yeah.
Go. Like, we just sold everyone. So we really need some players. It's not good for team morale.
Oh, it's terrible.
If you're all on sale.
You guys are all rubbish. Like 3 days after this, they lost 4-0. So against Crystal Palace.
Maybe it's the flip side. He's thinking, no, if they want to stay, they better perform. Or if they want to get a good deal somewhere else, they better perform.
I mean, everything else is kind of coming into place as the executive.
Well, yeah.
But really, the pitch.
Quickly.
The pitch is not.
Yeah.
Going back to his email about the tidiness, this had mixed reaction about it internally. Some didn't take it well. This is an insult. It was over the top.
Probably everyone who's been working there for 20 years.
Yeah, they don't like it, but some. A talk regarding standard was overdue. This is a great way to weed out underperforming employees.
That's right.
Naturally, people are going to leave.
Oh, I don't want to be a part of somewhere where there's tidy IT department. I'm out. Imagine Wi-Fi not working. Being one of the problems of a multi-billion-dollar...
It can't function. Like, I haven't worked in an office where Wi-Fi goes down often.
Oh my goodness.
But it happens at Man United. It's just not good enough. 2 days before this, apparently Jim Ratcliffe sent another all-employee email. All employee must return to the office.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Yeah, no more remote work.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, interim CEO has strongly opposed this.
Oh yeah, because he works from home.
But he justifies this. Man United 2022-23 financial report. In terms of revenue, 648 million. They hit a club record, but they also hit 33 million debt in terms of profit.
Any rebuilding phase will probably lead to a loss, you would think.
Right, but they've been making a loss for years now. You know?
Yeah.
In fact, the year before this, apparently they made £100 million loss, despite hitting club record revenue.
And what? So they're just selling assets to them.
Apparently they have 1,000 employees. Man City has 600.
That makes up your 33 million.
Right, there you go.
Like,
there you go.
Unless you're breaking even.
And he's basically telling me, if you want to stay at home,
You can do that. If you want to work here.
And he's made this announcement as well. FA Cup Finals employee bus used to be free. This year they want £20 per person, and they're not going to provide any snack.
Oh, come on, mate. That's too far.
You don't like it?
That's not supporters first.
Yeah, there's an uproar about this.
Oh,
Apparently it was a tradition.
£20? That's not going to make any difference to
They're
you.
losing money, mate. They're losing
FA
money.
Cup finals. It's not even like every match or anything. Mate, Mr. Reese needs to get his head in the game if he thinks that that's going to solve anything.
Apparently it's a tradition. When they go to Wembley, free ticket, free bus, employee and their family.
And their family's a little bit more, but let's
You know,
go
a couple of hundred.
500, all right?
Yeah.
And then let's just say they bring a wife and a kid on average.
No, not even. But half of them live in London anyway.
Let's just say 1,000 people, 30,000
30 grand.
Come on, mate.
You think this is too much?
That's silly. Tell me one person who's like, yeah, great idea.
Apparently,
Yeah, nailed that.
Jim also said at Ineos, if you don't perform, you're not invited to Christmas party.
I'm more okay with that.
And this is Jim, mate. If you don't like it,
1.3 bill.
If you don't like it, go walk, mate. We need to get rid of 400 people anyway.
It's true.
So, mate, this is
But it doesn't even make any sense.
this is Jim, mate. This is Jim. Lastly, he did an interview on BBC recently.
Yeah.
Firstly, he talks about Old Trafford, which is literally falling apart. It's known that rats run around the pitch.
رامي التماس ولقطة جميلة جدا جدا لقطها ازاي ده؟ لقطها ازاي؟
And it's known that water leaks when it rains.
Oh my fucking words. Look at the state of this. It's a fucking river.
If you've got hardcore supporters, you can get away with that.
We want to make a new stadium. Trafford is a really important area, but it's run down. To regenerate that area and build a Wembley of the North will be a marvellous project if we can achieve it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he's ambitious.
Yeah.
The Glazers have been talking about new stadium for literally 10 years. It just hasn't happened. So it's not easy to make a new stadium.
Yeah, but it's also not that expensive relative to other things.
It's about £1 billion.
£1 billion. I reckon you would have been able to do it for less than that.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was, maybe it's $1 billion.
Yeah, £500 million, I reckon, would buy you a very nice stadium.
That's not 10 out of 10.
No.
Why would you go for 5 out of 10 when you're Jim? Come on, mate.
Well, maybe you can't afford it.
He's built a task force for this project. Regeneration Task Force, headed by Sebastian Coe, 2-time Olympic gold medalist runner, member of House of Lords, World Athletics President, UK Olympics Committee President, London Olympics President. That's 10 out of 10. That's who you want to lead this project.
Yeah.
And it's a 14-man task force, including Mayor of Greater Manchester, Leader of Trafford Council, Vice Chancellor of University of Manchester, Vice Chancellor of Manchester Metropolitan University, former Head of Sports at Deloitte, Chairman of Construction Company, Director of Real Estate Company, CEO of Man United Supporters Trust, and Gary Neville.
Just Gaz.
Gaz.
There's something on there.
You need a former captain of Manchester United.
He knows about this stuff. Put him in.
Well, you have to make the fans happy, right?
That's very good.
I mean, I must
That's
say,
pretty big.
That's a task force. When you want to make a new stadium, build a town, basically.
Yeah.
You want these people.
Oh, yeah. Does Jim still live in Manchester and has always lived in Manchester?
No, so that has been controversial. He lives in Monaco for tax reasons.
Classic.
Yeah. So he's been criticised about it
Yeah.
because he talks about Britain and he wants to
Yeah.
rejuvenate Britain. You're not even paying the tax, mate.
No.
But his response is pretty good. He's like, I paid tax until I was 65.
Right.
And he moved there for the last 6 years.
I wonder though, you could probably Isle of Man, doing all the things that people do.
Yeah. Well, Seb Coe recently tweeted about this task force. Yesterday, I chaired the first meeting of Old Trafford Regeneration Task Force to kick off our conversation about how development of a world-class football stadium for the north of England can deliver social and economic benefits for the region.
That's good.
So it's happening. Yeah.
Wow.
Jim's been busy.
Yeah.
4 months.
Real focus. Must be a focus.
Really good. Lastly, I had a message to the fans. We're still at 10-kilometre mark in a marathon to rebuild Manchester United. I know fans are impatient, but they need to be patient. Football is a long journey. It takes a bit of time, but we will.
10k, quarter. I'm surprised he feels like he's that far.
Yeah, I know. A quarter in 4 months. What a monster.
Quarter of the rebuilding the team. They're a bit of the way there.
Bit of
They're
the way
only
there.
just starting.
I only started.
Yeah.
This is the hardest bit, really.
Yeah.
Getting the key people.
Key people was hard. Clearly they're offering the right cash. It's not hard to get the right people if you've got the right wallet.
Mate, Barada, mate. It's not just money. He won't just move for money.
Yeah, but you've also got Manchester.
It is true.
Manchester United. Like history.
Yeah.
If you're the guy who put Manchester United back on the map, that's real feather in the cap.
No, you're right. But you got to show the vision.
Yeah.
You got to be the right leader. You got to make people to want to follow you.
Yeah. Who's next?
Who's next? It can't be Ten Hag. We'll see. I mean, this summer, this is going to be one of the biggest stories, really. Will Ten Hag stay or go?
But unless it completely turns it around, you can't keep him, can you?
Doesn't look like it. I mean, we spoke about it, like Sancho reveling against him.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a lot of rumours, a lot of the players.
No, that's right. I just can't imagine that it's possible.
It's only a matter of time, really.
Yeah.
He might survive this summer.
Yeah, but
eventually
he
will
have
go.
to really turn it around.
Yeah, he does. So it's either they bring someone to nurture, or they stick with Ten Hag and
Cross fingers.
chiselly.
Doesn't strike me as a cross fingers sort of guy.
No, he hates crossing fingers.
Ah.
So what do you think, mate? Are you confident about Man United turning around?
Well, it feels good.
It does feel good.
You know, I mean, they needed a gym a lot, like 5 years ago, minimum.
Yeah. I mean, they've been mediocre for 10 years since Sir Alex went.
It probably does make it easier to do this, though, when there's been so long.
It's true.
Because the people are sick of it.
Yeah.
There's no chance. There's no chance you're just naturally turning around. You're like,
Thank you very much for watching. Tell me what you guys think. Is Jim Ratcliffe the man? Thank you very much for watching. Be much. See ya!